So yeah, or what I'm looking for, I'm looking for somebody can still buy to sell though. I'm looking to see a breakout of this place, a breakout of this, and a possible retest, on the 4 hour time frame. People who you can actually buy to this point, yeah. Or the best thing, just wait for the for market to get to this area. But if you can confirm a buy here from here, once you are able to confirm a buy from here, to get to this point, right? So you can also wait for it to on its own gets to this point, and then you look for a shorting opportunity there and short first. It's definitely a sell. That's for GU. I don't see GU trading above this line for now. Why? Because of this struggle, and there's no leftover here. There's no imbalance. There's no gap. Everything is filled up here, right? So yeah, the only gap or inefficiency that we have ends here. We have from here to here a gap. So once candle get to this point, I've been looking to short from this line anyway since last week. So I believe it's going to get there and then short. And the shorting probably will last up to at least this area. So it's going to really pull a lot of pips though. Yeah. For GJ, we are possibly beginning the buy because actually GJ has been a buy. It's been a buy for the month. All right. We look at it from the monthly time frame. You can see this trend line got broken, and then a possible retest here. And then let's go to the weekly time frame to see the retest clearly. You can see, so we broke a major zone and a major trend line, and retest both the major zone and the major trend line at the same time, right? And we are bouncing up. So if we go to daily time frame, this is a trend line. We just bounced off the trend line for the third touch. And the third touch always does the magic in that boss voice. So yeah, this is first touch, this second touch, and this is third touch. So it's bouncing back. And the third touch actually was in sync with the Willis zone. Sync with the Willis zone, right? So if you take this from you take from here to this point, yeah, we can see how price came into the Willis zone, all right, and then yeah, even came into the OTA zone and is rejecting off of it. So, and then is a third touch on the trend line. So the pullback is complete. And then eventually it broke this minor area, which if you weren't sure of taking trade around here, you could have looked for opportunity here, which is where I look for opportunities to trade. So that was on Friday or so. Yeah, so but the buy is still very, 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 very valid. Still very valid. I think I got an opportunity around here. Price moves came back around this thing. So yeah, I had to pull out anyway because I didn't want to hold over the weekend. But then as the market opens, you can still find opportunity and make entry. You can find opportunity by 11, 11 p.m. and make entry, or wait till tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, you might be late though. Maybe by tomorrow morning, you would have gotten your GJ must have moved a lot of pips because Asian session will start, I think, around Asian session should be uh that should be around 4 a.m. also or 3 a.m. I mean 3 a.m. Yeah, about Nigerian time. So that's it. Um yeah. So we are looking for buys on GJ. USD card, like I said last week, eventually broke that area, although there was a little bit of struggle. All right. But yeah, one of those that actually helped to share my little loss I took on gold. So yeah, it was a bit of struggle, but eventually go through. So but now I'm looking for sales. Looking from the monthly time frame, USD card should be sales for now. But if this area is taken out, then it means that the sales is invalidated. It's invalidated. We'll look at DXY because DXY is also guiding. There can be a possible sell though, but the sell might be short. But breaking below this flag, I feel like I don't see that happening based on how DXY has been acting lately. So I feel dollar is gaining more strength, like really gaining more strength. So, well, it's going to be difficult for us to have a sell, an all-through sell on major pairs. So, yeah. So this, for now, this is an area that's holding this from moving up. Once we are able to go up, we'll probably have another inch around here. From here, another inch around here before we get to this point. So for now, if price gives you a reason to buy. But yeah, for now, because the sell is not even valid yet. Although, let's see what daily time frame is saying. From daily time frame perspective, if you are using smart money concepts, you'll clearly be seeing a sell. But if this place is taken out, it's invalidated. So this is an origin block, this is a breaker block. Although the only tradable order block which I use the breakouts to buy has been taken out. So this is a breaker block and this an origin block. So and this breaker block is a low when you go to a lower time frame. It's a valid low that was taken out. So there's now a very high tendency that we are going to see price go down. We are going to see price go down a bit. So what's going to guide this price, this sell? Please mute yourself. Who is talking? Anything that has noise in their background. So yeah, Once I have this area taken out and giving me massive imbalance, I will look for a short opportunity on USD card. Yeah, that's to say that that area holds. That's to say that this zone holds. This zone holds for a sell. Yeah, and yeah, that's just it. AED card. AED card has been a very stupid pair. Based on the fact that it consolidates a lot. I don't like pairs that consolidate too much. And I've only traded it for like, I think 3 weeks now. Yeah. I'm finding out that it consolidates a lot. It doesn't really make sense for me. Because you envisage that price is going to move so pip at once. It will take it like 3 days or 4 days. It doesn't make sense. So this pair is still a sell. It's an obvious sell. You know that, but it's a very stupid pair though. I think I want to delist it from my list anyway. So imagine a pair taking 2 days to give you 50 pips. That doesn't really make sense. Because it consolidates too much. With no reason actually. With no reason. So yeah. If you want to take this trade, if you want to continue the sales, I don't want to do the top-down analysis for this pair again because I've done it like twice. So if you want to continue these sales, you can see that this weak trend line has been broken. This weak trend line has been broken. There might still be a possible retest of the trend line, which will double as retest of this minor area. Then you can use it to make entry. But if that doesn't happen, wait for this area to be taken out. This is a valid order block for a lower time frame traders. This could be valid to buy. So wait for it to be taken out. There's going to be kind of reaction. They're taken out. Once it's taken out, and you have to see a retest because if it's taken out, it's going to leave imbalance. Already we have imbalance here, so you have to be very careful before taking the sell here because we already have imbalance here. So if it's taken out, it might still pull through all the way to this point before going down. So you have to be very calculative to sell this market. ADSD is almost like GBP So of the truth is that I don't really have a very nice picture of this pair for now. The pair is it has that bullish reversal pattern, but at the same time, it's looking like that bullish reversal pattern is going to be invalidated. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be invalidated. If this month closes here, then this inverted inverse head and shoulder, whatever they call it, will no longer be valid. If the month closes below this zone, it will no longer be valid. And worst of it is if it closes below this line, then this reversal pattern won't be valid anymore. For now, this pair is bearish, very, very bearish. That's why I'm saying that DXY is gaining a lot of strength. Very, very bearish. On the daily time frame, we can see break of structure, retracement. Then we have it here. So when we look for a possible area where this retracement might get to again, so that we can continue selling. For this guy, I'm not really sure. But if GU is going to retrace, then this guy is also going to retrace. So, but I'm not sure of an entry for this guy, except I see a pullback up to this point. Then I'll look for entry to sell. But for now, I'm not sure of anything. So remember, the thing is, when you do your analysis, you pick the best ones that are very clear to you and look for opportunities there to trade. ADNCD, I've seen an opportunity for next week anyway. Going through from all the way from daily time frame. So let's go to monthly. On the monthly, it seems like we are in a ranging market. So now market is moving sideways here. So we can be doing buy and sell on the lower time. Looking at the weekly time frame, we can see this. We can see this indecision handle, and then finally the bears took a decision, confirming a bear market reversal pattern. So yeah. So we are looking at sales. So this is a trend line, very valid trend line. And then we are coming to look to break it. If we break this trend line, we'll have a possible retest because it's leaving a lot of imbalance behind. So retest is very, very possible. So you can wait for the retest and trade with the retest, which is very, very advisable. And once, if you are able, if this area is broken and then we have a retracement up to this point, once you are able to take a trade there, I advise you just hold on to that trade. Hold on to the trade at least to this point. I think so. So that's going to be like a lot. This is an area I'm expecting to take trade from. So that's going to be like 200 plus pips. Yeah. So I'm expecting that price comes back to this area after taking out this zone so that I can sell from here. But this might enter next week or towards the ending of this week. All right, for gold, gold is one pair that has not been my friend. For the fact that I started trading gold just about 2 weeks ago. Oh, no, a week ago. That's my first time of trading gold though. And the market has been so erratic. Yeah, even though the sell is still looking valid for gold. On a lower time frame, there's still a possible buy. Once this area is taken out, expect price to dip to this point. Right? So we can get to 1700 on gold anyway. So this, yeah. This was a very valid sell though. But then gold is very, very, it's very scary these days. So at least the way I'm looking at it. It's a very valid sell. Like the sell is very, 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 very valid. But this was the last area we saw imbalance. And then, yeah, even the entry was completed. The entry criteria on the lower time frame. I'm looking at gold dropping though. There was a break of structure here. Price went up. Although I expected price to go as much as this point before falling. Started falling here already. Possibly as the market opens, gold can still go up to this point before falling because this place is still left unfilled. Yeah. Meanwhile, GBP USD, I'm looking at a buy before a sell. So probably all dollar quotes will have to have that pullback before the major sell for the week. So gold, we've had gold analyzed last week, so really no point stressing about it. I wouldn't trade gold for now. I don't think I have that psychology for gold. The way it moves safe, it's tiring. So I think I remember taking gold for a sell around here. In fact, you know what's happening. I had take profit here. Gold sold very fast. I wasn't even there on the chart, and if I knew what's up, normally I would take, because it's 4-hour candles that I'm monitoring. So I'll take a trade and then monitor every 4 hours. If I could get to the charts, gold has done some stupid thing, and I don't even know how to explain this this pair. For now, I'm keeping gold pending. Maybe I have to give it a special study. Yeah, this was it. This was the sell. Sold very fast and moved back. Okay, so yeah, I think that was the first loss I took. Try to imagine a winning trade turning into a loss. DXY. Let's look at DXY. A drawn DXY. So this chart is not complete, but it's just the most recent part. So yeah, we are forming, I've already said this before, we are forming some sort of other block breaking out from this zone. This is more like a neckline, and we are forming something like this on a neckline. So we might see dollar gain even more strength going up the more. So yeah, I saw somewhere that I could say there might be a reaction. So might be a reaction. So I'm having this one is a major trend zone, that there could be a pullback down or something. But if this is broken, then I think if this is broken, then throughout this week we might experience lots of bullishness in dollar. So in summary, what am I looking to trade this week? I'm looking to trade a sell on GU. Yeah, the sell is looking better and better. GJ, as market opens, I'm looking to join the buy again. Join the buy, at least to this point, before we experience some form of reaction. If we eventually take out this area, we continue our buy. All right, so that's what I'm looking at. USD card again is another trade I'm looking at, but I'll have to see a very clean break of structure to the downside. Then, yeah, I will be looking for a sell on USD card. I'll be looking for a sell. But if we take out this area, then we'll have to have another analysis. But for now, the analysis is for sell. So a clear break of structure to the downside, look for a sell. AED card for now shouldn't be my list. Yeah, AED, NZD, another trade I'm looking at for a sell too. So at least before Friday, let's see the ones that we get to trade. So I'm having 4 pairs that I'm looking at. AED, NZD, GBP, USD, GBP, JPY, USD card. Those are the 4 pairs for the week. So as my rule is, once I get 2 nice pairs, and 2 nice pairs are very good, they're very good, I should be done. All right. So that's it for tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much. Please, I just want to ask a question. Also, just help me look at a pair, a particular pair, CAD CHF. I just want to hear your view about it from the monthly time frame.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay. This is another pair that's very, very slow. No, why these pairs are usually slow? Because their currency is almost the same. Chef and Canadian dollar. What's the difference? The margin is quite very, very close. They're quite very close to each other. Yeah. The chef is higher than Canadian dollar. From the monthly perspective, here the major zone. Okay. Hmm. Price action, not just read that. Okay. Let's see what is happening on the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame. Okay. Yeah. Weekly time frame. We are having a double top.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, jẹ́ ká tiẹ̀ gbọ́ news. Ṣé news gan-an tó ń sọ báyìí ṣá?
We only have 3 persons here, and we are having noise.
Kò ń ṣe news gan-an fẹ́ sọ, wọ́n ò sọ news yẹn.
Ọlọ́run kò sọ pé ẹlòmíì.
So yeah. Okay. This makes sense. Even though we have this been taken out, at the same time neckline taken out. At the same time, on the weekly time frame, on the monthly time frame, we are having this weak rejection.
Yeah.
And this massive bearish close. The bearish pointer is there. So we have this already. This neckline is taken out. So, daily time frame. Yeah. So yeah, my half price come down a bit, and then there might be a pullback. This is massive.
You mean from that zone, there might be a pullback to the neckline?
Yeah, from here, as I'm looking at price getting to this area before pulling back to completely balance the break. Might still start pulling back from here, but I'm looking at price coming down a bit, so pulling back. All right. If I want to trade this trade, I will want to wait first. I wouldn't want to jump in, but I'll be looking for a sell. And the area I'll be looking for a sell from should be around here, somewhere here, because of the imbalance here is massive.
So you believe the market can pull back as far as that place?
Yeah, it can. It's very, very possible. The only thing is, if it doesn't, then markets will create another price action. I mean, there's no point for moving into trades. To always provide another schematic that will allow you make entry, because you can't enter in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, might pull back up to that point. I mean, this is a very sweet area to start looking for yourself. But if price should get to this point, I wouldn't wait to see a lower time frame break of structure, because I pretty much this is a very valid sell. Leaving this massive imbalance behind, all I need is to see price get to this area, get to this other block, which was the last bullish force. Right? I just need to see price get to this area. and then giving me that 4-hour close. And I mean, yeah. So that's it for third chef. It's looking good. It's looking very good. Might still be very unfortunate though that this week you might not even see, if you are waiting for price to get to this point, and if price wants to get to this point, it will really take its time, because if the actual direction is bearish, then markets will eventually take its time before getting here, because it will be showing that weakness, that bullish weakness in price. It won't really move very fast. All right, so you might not even get the opportunity this week, maybe till next week. Depends on your method of trading. You can still, if the market doesn't go, you can still look for a way. Maybe when it retests the neckline, you can use the retest of the neckline to start selling.
I thought that was what I was thinking of, either the test of the necklines or I use the Fibonacci.
Yeah. For me, the test of the neckline is too early. Except there's a retest of it. And then continue until it breaks another zone. Then I'll be like, okay, this guy doesn't want to. If you're talking about fib now, if you take it from here, this is the origin of this impulse, this particular impulse. So you are having price to get to this point. You are using origin of impulse, then you are using the overall origin. It's still the same thing. Still the same thing. Yeah, this is the overall origin. So except you want to so yeah, you should be looking at drawing your fib from here. Say break of structure. There's no point going as far as this point, so it's pointless.
No.
Yeah, from a far time frame, want to use your fib, it will only get you to Willy zone around here. And on Willy zone around here, we have a breaker block, which is nice, yeah. But I don't like leaving any imbalance behind. I like to take trades when the imbalances are filled. One thing that the thing allows me to do, allows me to have some kind of confidence in the trade, in the sense that if I'm taking out, I know that I know that that trade is meant to be a loss, something like that. But if I have imbalance somewhere, even looking at, say, I'm seeing a bit of imbalance, but I know this may not count now. But based on this area, for many of us to call this a supply area, a supply zone. Yeah, based on this reaction here. So, and then after this reaction, we now have this massive fall. So I would love to see price get to this area. Then I'll sell. If only my wishes will come to pass. Anyway, cash share is not a pair that I trade, so none of my business.
Yeah, it's because of that, because I saw it kind of a little bit juicy, from the multi-time, because that double top, and it might be nice.
Yeah, it's part of the pairs you trade now, that isn't it?
Not really, but just I don't trade just minors, but sometimes if I see some nice setup, I just like, okay, let me just take the advantage. Like this first drop now, I made some nice money there. This drop up to this, so I close it not too far, but I'm still looking for a pullback. Then
you caught the drop.
Yeah, I caught the drop. Yeah, I was in the trade. I took it from this your zone. That's where I took the sales from. Yeah, I took it from that zone. Yeah. I've been watching it for a while. So I took the sales on that zone up to somewhere around, then I closed it up. Then I was like, it might rebound to the upside a little bit.
Why did you close it?
I was not just feeling too,
That was about 300 pips.
Yeah, I
Could
have
have
to
left maybe a small position on break even. Anytime, I don't know, anytime you cash, I see anytime you cash trade from origin, from beginning of a trend or something, I always feel like it's good to hold it.
Yeah, that's true.
Take some profit and then hold a little position there.
But yeah, but I was just having only one position. I always have like 2 or 3. I'll just close 2 and leave 1 to just ride. Was
It
that I
depends
was
on the lot size now.
yeah, I was having the one position and the profit was very, very juicy. So I have to just, man, let me just close this thing before to
Yeah,
avoid.
I understand. So that's it. We have come to the end of today's session.
Yeah. Thanks so much for your time.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Spend time. Okay now.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Yeah.